Well, good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday, July 19th. And if anybody noticed or didn't notice, I scheduled this for July 26th by accident. Just fixed it about 10 minutes ago. Yeah, good morning, everybody. Happy to be here. We have a great show ahead. We've got spooky trivia with Sybil and Sue, and they're both waiting in the green room. Now, you see me looking around at different places, right? My camera is there. My monitor number one is here, and my monitor number two is there. So I've got many, many things going on this morning. And I see that Nathan just joined us, and Dan just joined us. Nathan is going to be our scorekeeper today. And Nathan, keep it clean. We know your wife is a participant today, so keep it clean. So we'll definitely be talking more about our show and our participants in just a moment. So again, I'm really, really sorry for running a little bit late. If anybody watched on Facebook, you could see that I've got a great upgrade in my studio. I have a new desk, I have a new computer, I have a new microphone, I have a new chair, which I'm going to see if I can raise it. So I'm really styling, and yeah, new computer. So I spent a lot of money. Where's my gamers out there? And I don't know why I think of Jeff. Good morning, Jeff. I think of Jeff. I bought, you gamers are going to just die of jealousy. I bought a computer with 32 gigs of RAM and a Ryzen 7 video card and 1 TB of solid state hard drive. And if you're a gamer, you know everything I just said. That is the sweet spot for handling these big video files. And everybody knows I'm a video file. Little joke there. But so I had to buy oh, good morning, Rebecca. And oh, by the way, Carrie is previously possessed painted furniture, is a moderator of mine. So when she joins on, if she says hello to you, hi, Erin, if she says hello to you, know that that is a hello from Gals. She is 100% my representative and my moderator during these live streams. So I hope that she's able to sign on. But anyway, so blah, blah, blah. So I bought this great computer, spent a lot of money on it. Get it home, and I know what I did get it in a laptop because it did make it a little more affordable for me, but I still am using it in one place, and this laptop is not going to go all around town with me. So, and there's previously possessed painted furniture, just as I was saying. So anyways, so I've got this laptop, and as we all know, when you have a laptop, even if it's $1,000 laptop, you don't expect great audio. And I didn't. But I didn't expect the audio to fail in less than a week of turning this brand new computer on, taking it out of the box, turning it on, spending a week setting it up with all my software, my logins, my files, my this, my that, the other thing, migrating this, and so on and so on and so forth. And then I spent all this weekend setting up with my husband, setting up with Mr. Gals, setting up my new desk, my new microphone, putting 2 monitors in place, making sure everything got dusted and cleaned and blah, blah. And then I spent the rest of yesterday afternoon tuning up spooky trivia. We have a great game for you. And then today, doing what I always do on the day of a live stream, sit down and run through my equipment. Make sure the mic's working. Make sure my screen share is working, because that's how we do spooky trivia, is through a screen share and 2 monitors. And I make sure that my speakers are working and that my audio is working, and so on and so forth. And right away, I found that I had a problem with my audio. And so it set me back by like 2 hours this morning. And come on, it's 11 o'clock. It's still early. So to lose 2 hours this morning was brutal. I mean, I just put hairspray in my hair and just brushed my hair at like, 11:50 or 10:59. So I did a little bit of rushing here. I look like I rushed. I'm looking at myself. Sorry, Sunday morning. It is what it is. So all that being said, and Sybil said that the audio and the video are lagging, and I can see on my my Wi-Fi that it's a very low signal. And of course, my neighbor's cutting his grass, so I had to shut my window. Also, folks, Sue and Sybil, make sure you don't have Facebook running anywhere in the background, okay? And good morning, Gina. And Sybil says it's what is it? It's a retrograde, and we are going to have our technical difficulties. And boy, that is the absolute truth. But we're going to roll with it. And I think that's kind of the fun thing. That's what I like about going live. Put me 2 hours behind and put me under that pressure. Still got a shower done, still got makeup done, still got 2 monitors done, swapped them out twice, 3 different ways. This didn't work, back that way, and got it all done. And I hate to admit it, the ADHDer in me says, give me that pressure and I will deliver. And so far, so good. What I cannot be responsible for is the lag, and I do apologize for that. So good morning, Paul, and good morning, Lisa, and good morning, Gina. And good, I'm glad everything is okay on Nathan's end. So, all right, a couple of things. Let me do my housekeeping. Welcome to Gals Ghosts and Ladies Sunday morning live stream coffee hour. I make no judgments about what's in your coffee cup. I've got a lot of sugar and cream in mine with a little bit of coffee. But again, no judgments here. I want to remind folks that we are an 18 and over space. Sometimes I'm a little disturbed. Sometimes I'm a lot disturbed. And sometimes I'm disturbed that we're not more disturbed by the disturbing things we talk about. So again, this is an 18 and over space. Also, I remind you that I do swear a lot unless Aunt Kathy tunes in. And if Aunt Kathy tunes in, we are all going to watch our language. And let's see, remind you that this is a 420 friendly space. Smoke them if you got them. You know, I sure did. Nothing better than wake and bake on a Sunday morning when you don't have to drive anywhere. So it sure helped my mood when I was dealing with all this technical stuff. But anyways, on that note, let's see. I would also like to say thank you to Ladybug Pest Control, my day job. Got to have a supportive day job if you're going to have hobbies, and Ladybug is very supportive. And if you're local and you're having any pest issues, give me a call. I'll be in the office tomorrow, and we'll see what we can do for you. Let's see what else. Thank you, everybody, for watching on YouTube and Facebook now and later. If you're watching at a later time, I appreciate that. And again, I apologize. I have monitor, camera, monitor, notes, coffee. I'm surrounded by all, and it's new. It's a new setup for me, so please forgive me. I feel like because I'm not looking at the camera, I'm not doing right, but actually I'm looking at the camera and I can't see myself. This is the right thing. So anyways, so without further ado, I'm going to introduce my friends. So I'm going to introduce Sue first because it looks like Cybil stepped away. Let's see. Good morning, Sue. How are you today?
Morning. Good. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Sue is a very good friend of mine, and I find her to be a very well-respected paranormal investigator. She is very sensitive. She refers to herself as a medium in training. I say she's pretty far advanced in my book. I also, bear with me, want to say that Sue is also a published author. And not just in this book, but if you ever have a chance to read anything by Sue, you won't be disappointed. And she's also a fantastic researcher. So we're so glad to have Sue as part of our team. And also so excited that you're going to play spooky trivia.
Well, thank you.
Do you have any questions or comments or anything that you want to say before I introduce Cybil?
No. We'll see how this goes.
Okay.
We can't really study, but
Well, it's like Jeopardy. You can't really study for Jeopardy. And actually, you guys had a little bit of an advantage because I told you the categories in advance. So
yes,
there is that little bit of an advantage.
yes, you did.
So, well, Sue, thank you for taking time out of your Sunday morning and being here. And also thank you to Nathan, who's going to keep scoring again. Nathan, you're going to keep a nice
He's going to
clean
be
score
honest.
here. All right, and on that note, I'm going to go ahead and introduce Cybil. And again, please forgive me for bebopping all over the place on my own director, camera 1, camera 2, all that kind of stuff. And I'm enjoying the crap out of this. I feel like a pilot at the controls. But anyways, all right. Welcome, Cybil. So glad to have you today joining us, taking time out of your busy schedule and joining us for paranormal spooky trivia.
Hey everyone, Sue.
Hey.
Cybil, like Sue, is a good friend of mine, and I'm just really excited to say that Cybil is an excellent paranormal investigator. She is a psychic medium. Cybil has many, many talents that she would actually have to explain to herself, but not the least of which is Cybil uses a crystal ball as a medium. So I find that to be very exciting. But I also, hang on one second. So I told you that, Sue is an author, an excellent researcher. Well, Cybil also has many, many talents as well. And Cybil made this for me for my birthday, this bottle. And I just can't tell you how much I love this. And it has, with the book from Sue, this holds a place of honor in my Lizzie Lou studio and in my gal's life. So thank you both very much. Both very, very talented people here joining us tonight. So I guess on that note, guys, I'm going to go ahead and do a quick rundown of the scoring. So Nathan, pay attention. Here's our scoring. So I will be looking away from the camera. Also, before the show tonight, I wrote each of your names down on a piece of paper and shook it up, and I actually pulled Sybil's name out. So Sybil will go first tonight, and it was just a random drawing, okay? Or today, I should say. But so the correct answer will win that amount of points. And we're playing for points, not for dollars. This is on the internet, so what I say is going to be out here forever. We are not playing for money. We're playing for fun points. The player who answered the last question correctly controls the board and gets to answer the next question. And of course, you answer one at a time just because we can't have confusion online, because you know it's like when everybody tries to talk at once. Maybe we'll have to get like some buzzer or something. If you answer the question incorrectly, it goes to the next person. And if you answer incorrectly, you'll lose 100 points. Nathan, wrong answers lose 100 points. They win the correct amount of points that's there, but they lose 100 points. And if the person that gets past 2 answers incorrectly, they don't lose anything, but the question bounces back to the person who was in control of the board. This is for fun. I will absolutely make a ton of errors. I was cleaning up typos as late as, I don't know, 7 o'clock this morning. Some shit that's going to be more. I also want to let you know that I have a prize for both contestants. And I wondered, did anybody have any questions about the scoring? And I think that my answer to any questions about the scoring is probably in the bigger picture. It doesn't really matter, does it? It's going to be all for fun. But the person who does have the highest score will get their choice. I have 2. I've got a pink horror tarot, which is so cool, which I love this one. And then this new one just came in. This is a horror tarot. This one's not pink, but they're both like horror themed tarot. Probably kind of more novelty than actual usage, but I think that they're kind of cool. And the winner gets to pick, and the second place runner-up gets the one that's not pink. But also keep in mind that we are going to have a tournament of champions, and we're also going to have a tournament of champs and a tournament of chumps. So there'll be a tournament of champions eventually, and a tournament of second place people eventually too. So keep that in mind. So if you lose, everybody will have redemption. As Jeff calls it, the redemption tour. Everybody will have a chance to come back and try again. So I hope that's exciting to everybody. It's exciting to me. So, all right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and, I am sorry. Before we begin, I do have to introduce one more thing. And a little 1.5 minute blurb. Yeah, so I want to start doing some plugs.
That was cool.
There it is. Thank you very much. Also, I think Jessica Carlozzi is watching, and she's the one that's having that cryptid best. We have, some of us have plans the Saturday before, but I promise to be there next year. Jessica was our first week participant. But also follow her on Cryptid Bits and General Tidbits. I put the links in the comments, and also follow Banter with Richie B if you guys are into cryptids. And both are worth watching just because of the entertainment factor. Jessica's shows are great. She's very funny. She's very smart. Richie's shows are very funny. Oh my God, he's hysterical. And he's going to film some voiceovers for me. So I'm really looking forward to that. So anyways, so thank you for letting me do my new little thing. Now, here we go. Let me get ready to add to the stage. And there may be a little noisy music to begin. Or not. I think I say that at this point every time. All right, guys, but here's our board. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Our first category is urban legends. Next, we have true crime hauntings. That one sounds interesting. Ology, the study of.
It keeps
It came
switching
from
out
the
for me,
sky.
so I don't see anything.
You don't see anything? Oh, no. Frightful felines. Can you hear me all right, Sybil, if I read everything? Paranormal potpourri.
I
Which is
can
pretty
right
much.
this moment.
You can hear me? Okay, so paranormal potpourri is a it's like just random paranormal trivia, kind of like the Jeopardy when they do a potpourri thing.
It goes
Okay.
out, in and out. Yep.
Do you want to try to log off
Okay.
and log back on?
All right, so I choose first.
You do. Okay, let's go with it while you can. Yep, Sybil chooses first.
I
Go
don't
for
know.
it.
I don't know if you can hear me.
I can.
Okay. I'm gonna do It Came from the Sky for 200.
Okay, so it came from the sky for 200 points, not dollars. Let's see. This New Mexico City is the site of a famous report of a UFO crash and government cover-up in 1947.
Roswell?
That is correct, Sybil. You got it. So Sybil's got 200 points, Nathan. And Nathan, occasionally, please post the points for us, and I'll post them on screen. Thank you very much. Roswell, New Mexico. Sybil, the next choice is yours.
All right, I'm gonna go with True Crime Hauntings for 200.
True crime hauntings for 200. She was acquitted of murdering her father and stepmother. The murder remains unsolved, and her former Fall River home is said to be very haunted.
Who is Lizzie Borden?
Yes, and I have to say, can confirm. I've been there myself, and please, if you have a good size monitor, I took these two pictures right in a row. Tell me he doesn't have two different looks on his face. I see two different looks on his face. I took one picture, I took the next picture. That's what I see. But also just a very, very, very active house. So yeah, Sybil. So that was for Sybil for 200. And go for the next one.
All right, I'm curious about this ology one, so I'll do it for 400.
Okay. Ology for 400. The ancient study of the relationship between digits and physical or metaphysical events. And remember, it ends in ology.
Would that be numerology?
That
digits?
would be
No, that's
numerology.
digits.
Yeah, I couldn't say numbers,
Yeah,
so I used another word for it. So
yeah,
absolutely,
right.
that would be numerology. Sybil, you're on a roll here. So very good. So far, so good. And what's your next choice?
Let's try Frightful Felines for 200.
Frightful felines for 200. This movie, written by Stephen King, uses a feline to string together a series of seemingly unrelated horror stories.
I would say the Black cat. Oh, yeah,
That is incorrect. That is incorrect.
yeah.
Sue, do you have a guess for this one?
Hmm. I don't know. I mean, I'd say Pet Cemetery, but I
Together.
don't think that's the answer.
That is incorrect. So this particular movie, and they say uses a feline to string together a series of seemingly unrelated horror stories, is because
Yeah.
it's cat's eye, and each story. So there's one story that features the cat, but you see the cat in all the other stories too, almost as a secondary character.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, Cat's Eye. It's an anthology. I think there's three stories. There's Cat's Eye. There's the Quitters Incorporated, and a third story. And like I said, a stray cat is kind of the common denominator through all three of the stories. I recommend it. It's a great movie, and look at how young Drew Barrymore was there. So it
I
was
was going to
early.
say that's Drew Barrymore, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, is that the cat? Is that the cat with the name General?
Yes, exactly. That's
Yeah.
it.
That's what I named my cat after this movie.
Oh well, you should have got that
Not the one I
answer
have
then,
now, but
Sybil. Okay.
when I was little.
So yeah. Oh, very cool. So all right, well, we're gonna go back to the board. And Sybil is actually still in control because neither one of you
Okay.
got that one correct. All right, Sybil, go ahead. Oop, falling off
I'm
my
gonna
new chair.
do. Check out Paranormal Potpourri. I was thinking it was like plants and stuff.
No, it means just like a mixture of different things, like on the real Jeopardy, when they do like
Yep.
potpourri, it could be anything. So
Okay.
so that is on the list though of like botanicals. So go ahead, Sybil. Sorry.
So I'll do that for 200.
Okay, paranormal potpourri for 200. There's my first typo. This is ship. No, this this ship docked in Long Beach, California, is known as the most haunted ship in the United States. This is ship.
This is what is the Queen Mary?
Oh, that is correct. Docked in Long Beach, California. Sightings include a lady in white and a sailor in the engine room. So we know how haunted ships can be, all of us, don't we? All right, Sybil is really tearing it up. Nathan, can you throw us oh, here it is. So this was, I think, a couple minutes ago. Let's say, bear with me, because I'm double screening it. There we go. There we go. Sybil 700 and Sue minus 100. Sorry, Sue. No, Nathan, actually, I'm going to correct that because Sue doesn't lose any points
Thanks,
for that wrong
Nathan.
answer because she didn't it wasn't her question in the first place. So the scorekeeper gets a buzzer. So Sue is not back on the board, but Sue is at
All
0.
right.
So wipe that clean, Nathan. Clean that up. Okay, what the hell is that?
That's my cat.
Okay, Sybil, go ahead. Next,
My
please.
geriatric cat.
Oh, well,
All right.
real.
I think your cat wants me to get frightful felines for 400.
Okay, and as you could tell from that last question of frightful felines, the answers to any one of these questions may be fact or like pop fiction or fictional, that kind of thing. So you know the difference between fact and fiction, or reality and movies and stuff. But there's definitely a mixture of that in here. So what was it? Frightful felines for 400?
Okay.
Say that 3 times fast.
Yeah.
This black fairy cat with a white chest that roams the Scottish Highlands, stealing the souls of the recently deceased before they were safely buried in the ground. I had never heard of this one before. My grandmother was born in Scotland. I would love to have asked her about this. So this
I know of one that's black with white spots. From Scotland. Is it Cat Sith?
That is it. Wow, I really thought I had a stumper here, you guys. Cat Sith or Kate Sith. Yeah. Yeah. Sue, I'm glad you could be a spectator on TV.
I'm enjoying the show.
But really, I'm really excited that you answered this, Sybil. That's really exciting to me. And I thought of this cat Sith. I thought, oh my God, it's a tuxedo cat, and that's really all I've had for the last 30 or so years has been tuxedo cats.
Yeah.
I mean, I know Sue, you have a tuxedo cat. Sybil, do you have one too?
Yep, I got 2 of them. Also,
Yeah, I have 2.
So beware of those tuxedo cats. So, all right, Sybil. I should have made that one a double Jeopardy one, but anyways, go ahead, Sybil. You are next.
yeah. Okay, I'm gonna try the urban legends for 200.
Okay, urban legends for 200. This vengeful spirit will appear in a mirror if you chant her name 3 times or more in a darkened room. Oh, I guess that's chanting, isn't it?
This would be Bloody Mary.
Yeah, that would be
Bloody Mary.
Yes, and that's one of the few answers that I don't really have a backstory for. So sorry about that, guys, but I think that would be interesting to look up, and maybe we'll have to have a show on it. So, Sybil, back to you.
Oh yeah, we used to do that all the times when we were kids.
That's scary, yeah. Like
Let's see.
scrying
Let's go
almost,
back to
yeah.
the sky for 400.
So it came from the sky.
Yeah.
In 1964 in New Hampshire, while driving in the White Mountains, this couple reported being abducted by a UFO. And then they published a very popular book about it in 1966. And I actually knew about this couple, and I wonder if the Reverend Mark, if you had any experiences while you were up around the Kangamangas with any things in the sky. Let us know. Drop a comment, Reverend Mark, if you're in the house and you had an experience, or anybody, if you had any experiences in the White Mountains with UFO. But Sybil, do you have a guess of the name of this couple?
I do not know the couple's names. Nope.
Okay. Sue, want to
Off
guess?
to Sue.
This would be Betty and Barney Hill.
Yes. Sue got it. Betty and
I'm
Barney.
on the board.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Absolutely. There was a 1964 or 1966, 2 years after this, 1966, when they published their book. 1966 was considered what they call, I think it was called a flag year in the United States for an incredible increase in UFO sightings. So throughout the 60s, there was a lot of UFO sightings. And they were really kind of the start of that. So anyway, Sue, the board is yours. What's your choice, Sue?
Whoa. I think I'll be conservative. Ology for 200.
Ology for
Alex.
200. Okay. This is the study of the zodiac signs.
All right. I would say, what is astrology?
And you got that, Sue. Excellent. Very good. Okay. All right. So let me take that score down. Hold on. Hide. Let me bring this score up. So this is where we are. So all right. Okay. All right, Sue. This is your chance to bring it forward.
Oh boy. How about it came from the sky for 600?
Came from the sky for 600. Let's see. These massive markings on mountaintops in Peru were thought to have been created between 500 BC and 500 AD and can only be seen from aerial views. Some appear to be runways and others are elaborate figures of humanoids and animals.
I would say, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right, the NASA signs or the
I'm going to give it to you, Sue. I'm gonna give it to you. It's the Nazca lines.
Oh, Nazca.
You know what I mean? This is one of those obscure things, but I'm going to give it to you. So I've got 2 pictures here. So the picture on the right is to show you from an aerial view. You can't see that from the ground. You can't see that from the ground. So that's to give you a perspective. And then the one on the left, when I said humanoid figures, picture on the left, that is not, in my opinion, because I am a huge proponent of the ancient alien theory, that is not a human. That is a humanoid figure. And it's also waving to something big in the sky. So you've got something like that that's mapped out in that kind of context or size. Is it makes you wonder why and what were they trying to get the attention of if you can't see it from walking, you know? So yeah, the Nazca lines. So bear with me 1 second. I want to bounce back to the Reverend Mark here. Let's see. Mark goes to the White Mountains frequently, and he camps there with Dixie Lou who by the way is recovering very nicely. Thank you again, everybody who contributed. She's doing very well on her regimen of recovery. But let's see. Unnatural lights, blue flashes. Mark said he was not eating the mushrooms. He was sober. They were sober. So a lot of unexplained phenomenon in the White Mountains. Thank you for sharing that with us, Mark. All right, Sue, and back to you, and we're back to the board. Thank you very much. And we were saying again about the Nazca lines. How cool is that? And if you want to know more about the Nazca lines, look them up. It's fascinating. Watch an episode of Ancient Aliens on it. You'll walk away, maybe not a believer, but you'll walk away with an open mind. Sue, what's your next choice?
True crime hauntings for 400.
True crime hauntings for 400 for Sue. In 1912 Iowa, an entire family and 2 young guests in their home were brutally murdered. What was the town?
Is that Velasca or Valeska?
That would be, yeah, the Velisca Axe Murder House. And again, you know me, I've got a little blurb for just about every answer that we've got here on the board. If anybody knows who Courtney Buckley is, she's got a show called Scared and Alone where she's ghost bait. She goes into a haunted, active location by herself and she films herself and there's people watching remotely. Her episode at the Velisca Axe Murder House was one of the most frightening paranormal YouTube shows that I ever watched. And I was really pleased and honored to have Courtney on my show and talk about her experience there. And it was such a good show that I had to go back the next week and do a show just to explain about the entire crime. It's a fascinating story. It's a sad story. It's an unsolved crime. And actually, in 1912, in the United States, between the late 1800s and the early 1900s, it was actually an axe murder contagion going on across the country. And I've said that before, but you have to consider that everybody had axes. You had an axe in the kitchen for firewood for the stove. You had an axe at the back door for firewood for the stove. You had an axe out in the yard for chopping firewood. So everybody had access to axes. It's going to be a couple bloopers out of this episode. And so that there was almost like a contagion of really bizarre axe murders during that period of time. So that's all I'm going to say about that for the moment. Sue, go ahead.
Ology for 600.
Excuse me, ology for 600 for Sue. Parapsychology is the study of what?
Oh boy, I know what parapsychology is.
What is it? Tell
I
us.
guess paranormal and psychic phenomenon, the study of.
It's almost like you wrote the answer yourself, Sue.
Well,
Yeah.
I had to think in reverse.
And I quote, the study of paranormal and psychic phenomena. So I think you should get it. You should get an extra bonus point for saying
I
exactly.
picked that up psychically.
Good job.
Only
Good
kidding.
job. I love these neon graphics that I found on this
Yeah, those are cool.
great website called Magnific. It used to be called Free Pick. And these are free graphics, and I'm having a lot of fun with them. But go ahead, Sue. You nailed that one. You're really on a roll now. Go ahead.
Let's go back to the true crime for 600.
And speaking of true crime, hang on 1 second. These are kind of what happens when we go live. I want to throw this up there. Shout out to my crew. Let's go to Jeff's YouTube channel and make it a point to watch his Ghost Quest solo episode of the Melissa Axe Murder House. And Jeff, that will be on my list to get done, I would say, in the next few days. And thank you for sharing that with us. I'm sure it'll be excellent. So let's make sure that we do that, everybody. Thank you. And throw a
Yeah.
score up there. Yep. And so all right, sorry, what was that, Sybil? Did you say true crime haunting? Or sorry, Sue,
Yes, true
True
crime
crime
for
hauntings
600.
for 600?
Mm-hmm.
This prison in prison. This mob boss was said to be haunted by James Clark, a victim of the bloody and brutal 1929 St. Valentine's Day massacre. He could be heard screaming in his cell, begging for Jimmy to leave him alone. Who
Oh,
is this
man.
guy?
Oh, well, I am going to say Al Capone, but I don't know for sure.
I am going to say that you are correct.
Wow.
So
Nice.
this haunting followed Al Capone to various prisons, including Alcatraz, and he finally hired a medium to banish the spirit. However, let us always remember and never forget that Al Capone had syphilis.
Mhm.
And one of the things that syphilis does
Uh-huh.
is it literally drives you crazy. So there were some other issues going on there. So you just gotta keep. You have to look at it. Being a paranormal investigator with integrity, you have to keep that in mind, right? I
I
just had to
can't
throw
I
that out.
can't believe they allowed him to hire a medium when he was in jail.
He was Al Capone. I'm sure he was probably
Yeah, right.
pulling a lot of stuff still on the outside,
He
right?
paid somebody
Yes.
off.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, or maybe it was another inmate's sister just to collect the money, a
Yeah.
charlatan. Yeah, yep.
Or
Wow.
somebody wanted him to shut up because he was screaming.
Right? Yeah, exactly, exactly. Kind of almost the placebo effect, Sybil, right? Um,
Hmm.
so all right, Sue, go ahead. You're doing
Yeah.
great.
Oh boy. How about let's see. It came from the sky for 800. Try that.
Okay, it came from the sky.
Oh.
These celestial beings are said to be human alien hybrids who came from faraway planets to Earth, either at birth or as a walk-in into an existing human body. There's a very strong belief in these in Southwest North America.
Oh gosh. Um, I don't know. Let's see. I don't really know. I don't know any extraterrestrials, so I'm going to go with the grays. I've heard people talk about what are the grays, but I don't know.
Well, that is an excellent guess, Sue, but it is incorrect. So
Eh.
I hate, but it's so negative. I'll make a sad sound. Aw, instead
Oh.
of buzz. Aw. All right, Sybil, it's your turn. Well, what's your answer? Do you have one?
I'm gonna guess winged humanoids.
No.
I would
So
do this human alien hybrids.
this would be the star people.
Huh?
And I would,
Ah,
if you're interested in learning about the star people, I'd recommend looking up a person named Nancy Red Star, and she will talk to you about the belief of the indigenous folks in Southwest North America of the belief of this that the star we are children of the star people or that people from the stars came here and populated. But I found this picture online, guilty of copyright infringement by snipping. I apologize. I don't own this picture. This is a drawing of the star people. Now, if you recall back to that photo of the humanoid in Peru at the Nazca line, which is where's Peru in Central America. This is in Southwest North America, so this would be leading towards Central
okay.
America, but I find these to be very similar looking. Again, if you don't know anything about the ancient alien theory, I would recommend starting with season 1, episode 1, and starting with the very first few seasons. Definitely a lot of insane stuff, but definitely some stuff that makes you walk away going, "This is very interesting, very very interesting." This looks like they've got helmets on.
Cool.
It looks like got antennas. They're not shaped like humans. So, anyways, but these would be the star people that came from the stars and came down and populated the earth or helped bridge that gap of, kind of the missing link of how we went from not so intelligent to very intelligent. But anyways, I could talk all day about the ancient alien theory. Sorry about that. So anyways, back to I digressed. Sue, back to you.
I just got it wrong, so am I
Oh,
still?
okay.
But-
And also,
and
Jeff,
Oh, we
excuse
both
me,
got it
1
wrong.
minute, you
So
guys. Jeff posted a link, so if you want, not if, when you watch Jeff's episode, there is a link right here. Okay. Okay. All right. Sorry about that. Okay. So this was Sybil's turn.
well, we both got it wrong. So whose turn is it?
So whose board was it initially?
It was me.
Okay, Sue. So it is back to you.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. How about I'll try to be conservative. Urban legends for 400.
Urban legends for
I
4.
don't know my urban legends.
Sue is a safe player.
I'm trying.
So this isn't really so much
Oh.
paranormal, but it is mysterious. A strange urban legend reported that this
Oh.
member of the Beatles actually died many years ago.
Okay, that would be who is Paul?
That would absolutely be correct. And I don't know, I've always known of that urban legend. I don't know the mystery behind it or why, but it sure was a weird one, wasn't it? He's the walrus, cuckoo.
I think they said if you play the White Album backwards, it would say Paul is dead, but I never tried.
That would be
Wow.
awfully ambitious to write a song backwards. It would really be.
Yeah, right.
That's like
That-
stretching, right?
That must have been part of the satanic panic in the 1970s that just
Yes.
proved to be utter BS. But anyways, all right, go ahead. So that was Sue, right?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, frightful felines for 600.
Okay, right.
See if my cats give me luck.
A classic tale from Edgar Allan Poe.
Oh my God. I'm drawing a blank. Wow. That involves a cat. I don't know. I mean, I guess I'll say black cat, but that's not right. Oh, it is. Oh my God.
So that's what we call
Nice.
Oh.
the Jeff Mackey
I was
theory.
grabbing that from somewhere.
The Jeff Mackey theory of shouting out the first answer that pops into your head.
Yes.
So there you go. So that worked on that one.
Mm-hmm.
So it's also a great story. I'm a huge
Yeah.
fan.
A long time ago, I read that.
So Sue, go again.
The felines for 800.
Frightful felines for 800.
Oh.
In this Stephen King tale, Church, short for Winston Churchill, is the name that's the cat's name. The cat is the first thing buried in this place in the story, with devastating consequences to follow. What is the story or the tale?
Okay, now that would be Pet Cemetery.
And that would be 100%
Thinking.
correct. Absolutely. One of the scariest damn things I ever read in my life, that's for sure. I love to reread a good book, and that's a book I have trouble rereading. Because it's not even frightened me. Yeah, it frightened me. It frightened me. Yeah. All right, what's next?
All right, how about let's finish the felines. Frightful felines for 1,000.
Finish the frightful felines for 1,000.
Frightful felines.
Term for a cat or other creature or animal or human who acts as a bridge to the spirit world and protects against other worldly evils. So it's usually a cat, but it can also be another creature or an animal or human that assists something from the spirit world or otherworldly and helps it out.
I don't know. The only thing that's coming to my mind is charm, but I don't think it's a charm.
That is incorrect. Sybil, confess. No. I'll have to get some sound effects on my board here. That's what
I know, you should get one of those buttons that does different things.
Do you have a
Okay,
guess,
I'm
Sybil?
gonna guess a phantom cat, phantom panther, something like that.
No, that would be a familiar.
Oh,
Most often, cats are the familiars to
Familiar.
witches, but other earthly creatures can be familiars to other paranormal individuals. And I got to bring up, geez, Jeff, you got a big theme in this show. One of mine and Jeff's favorite shows, What We Do in the Shadows. And Guillermo is the familiar to the vampires, and it's hysterical. He's actually from the Van Helsing lineage. Go figure. Watch the show, but you'll don't miss it. But anyways, yeah, a familiar, and cats most often are familiar to a witch. So that cleans up the category of frightful felines. So Sue, you didn't get that, and Sybil, you didn't get that. So who does this go back to? That's weak. Sorry about that.
Sue, I believe.
is it?
Sue?
Okay. How about true crime for 800?
True crime. Hey, a home in this Long Island, New York suburb was not only the location of a family annihilation, but also has reported negative spiritual activity, poltergeist activity, unexplained foul odors, and so much more.
So I believe that's the Amityville house.
And that is correct. And now, just forever and ever and ever, those windows are going to be creepy. And now, forever and ever and ever, those windows in the upstairs
Yeah.
on the third floor at the Amory estate are always going to be the, the Amity bedroom or the Amity window bedroom. So they've got windows just like it there. So very good, Sue. Go again.
I've noticed any
Um,
houses that have those types of windows are very, very haunted.
Automatically creepy
hmm.
looking, that's for sure.
How about paranormal potpourri? We'll try that for 400. I'm back to being conservative because I don't know.
2004, Hollywood. Picture it. They banned the use of what party item on Halloween?
Party item.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. Confetti? I don't know.
That was, you know what?
Oh.
No, but that was a great guess. It was a great guess. Sybil, do you have a guess?
I'm gonna say party string, like the spray.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes,
Really
yes,
It
for
is.
string.
obvious
Yeah.
reasons. Although I
Oh my
think this
God, look
picture
at
I
that
have is,
Oh
picture.
my God, look at that lady.
I think that's more of like a gender reveal kind of thing. But I'd be pissed if somebody did that to me. Wouldn't you? I'd be really pissed. Like hair, makeup. Oh my God, my clothes.
It
You
looks like
know.
she's dying, this poor
But
woman.
yeah, it's like it's a pink
I
web.
know. The
Um,
blob.
so, well, now you see why Hollywood banned it in
Uh,
2004.
yes.
Yes, at
Mm.
Halloween, anyways. Sybil, go ahead. Or oh, was Sue? No, that was Sybil.
No, yeah, Sybil.
Yep. Okay, I'm gonna do ology for 800.
This is the study and classification of malevolent spirits and supernatural entities in religion and mythology.
Hmm.
This is
Okay.
silly
Mythology
stuff.
popped in, but it's not mythology. So malevolent spirits and supernatural. Would that be demonology?
That would be demonology. Because I couldn't say the study of demons. So I had to find other
Yeah.
ways to say it. Malevolent spirits, and and of course, we've got
Yeah.
Ed Warren being OG in demonology. So, well, I mean, of course, demonology's been around for thousands of years, but for our kind of thing, So, all right, Sybil, go ahead. Boy, we're getting really close, guys.
All right, I'll try the same category for 1,000.
That was ology.
Yes.
Okay. This is the study of animals whose existence is not substantiated by quote unquote mainstream science.
That would be cryptozoology.
And that would be correct, Sybil. You got it. Don't you love these pink graphics and these neon
Yeah.
graphics that I got? I do.
That is a cool picture.
I find it just pleasing to look at, but that's me. So, very good. We cleaned up ology. So Nathan just posted a new score, and I just put it up, but I don't think it includes that one. So, okay, Sybil, go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna try urban legends for 600.
This urban legend stems from real incidents in October 1970 in Fairfax, Virginia. In two separate incidents, a person dressed as a rabbit attacked people with an axe. What did they call him? I say what was his name. What I mean is, what did they call
Oh my God. Donnie Darko?
him? Good guess. Ah,
Oh.
it's about,
I was thinking of that movie, Donnie Darko.
that's what I said. Great guess. Great guess. Sue, what do you say?
A rabbit, huh? I don't know. For some reason, Leopard Man popped into my head.
Ah.
Ah, I
I
don't know.
Sue, I have to give that a buzzer. We're talking about that,
Uh,
so maybe something more like Bunny Man.
oh, the Bunny Man. Yeah.
Ah,
But so there were two real incidents.
Wow.
They never figured out who the guy was, but the legend grew, and there continue to be sightings in Virginia, Maryland, and DC. And of course, there is a Bunny Man movie. Who knew? I had never heard of this one before. I found it researching this show. But all right, and what is next? That would be, oh, so nobody got that. So who does that go
okay.
back to?
I'm
Sybil?
gonna do the
Sybil.
same.
What, the
Yep.
same? Was that True Crime Hauntings?
I'm gonna do the urban legends for
Urban Legends
800.
for 800. Local legend has this man doomed to ride the T forever. His legend lives on in the name of the pass used to ride the T.
Hmm. Hmm.
Right,
No
you're gonna have to
idea.
do a countdown. Okay. And Carrie's gonna fear the bunny man coming out of
Nope.
the woods near her house. Ow. All right, Sue, do you have a guess about the local legend
You're unlocked.
Yeah.
to ride the T?
I believe it's Charlie of the MBTA. He
That
had a
is
song, didn't he?
correct. So, yep, the legend came from a song called MTA about a guy, Charlie, who gets trapped
Oh
in the
wow.
Boston subway because he doesn't have the extra 5-cent fare. If only he knew how easy it was to hop the turnstiles,
No way.
you know? But all right, so that was Urban Legends. And Sue, you got that one correct. So what's your next guess? Or what's your next category?
How about True Crime Hauntings for 1,000? We'll finish that one.
New
Oh.
Orleans, 1918 to 1919.
Mhm.
This person started out attacking Italian market owners with a hatchet. That theme. Remember, I was telling you about that. Even though his victims were highly targeted, a panic spread over the Big Easy.
Yeah. That would be the Axeman of New Orleans.
That would be the Axeman of New Orleans.
Yes.
And I don't have a lot of detail on him, but please look him up. There's some interesting
Yeah.
stuff. And I he was also a part of one of American Horror Stories. And it was a great story. So I do recommend looking a little deeper into that urban legend because there's some truth behind it. Sue, go ahead. You got that one right. And what's your next?
How about It Came from the Sky for 1,000?
So this is going to be worth 2,000 points. So Nathan, pay attention to that. This is worth 2,000 points. What is the name of the book that was published in 1968 by Danish author Eric von Daniken that brought ancient alien theory to the mainstream?
Oh man. Um, I can see the thing. I don't know. I'm gonna say first contact, but
Oh, oh,
ah,
I get an aw for Sue. Sybil, what's
ah.
your guess?
That's going to be an awe for me too, because I have no clue.
Okay. Well, that's going to
No idea.
be
Oh,
Chariots. Sue, I knew you would know it when
I
you
had
saw
that
it.
book.
Um,
It's in my shed.
and I was saying, if
Unsolved
you ever
mysteries.
watch Ancient Aliens, the very first episode is basically the premise of this book, and it talks about Eric von Daniken. And Eric von Daniken uh, grew up in a seminary. He grew up a student of theology. Um, so it's very interesting that he wrote this book and that he sees things from that perspective because he is a religious man. The other thing is take note of the question mark. I believe there's probably over 100 question marks in his book. He was really accused awfully of being a heretic and being anti-Christian and so on and so on and so forth. When I firmly believe he wasn't stating anything. He was asking you to open your mind and believe that something else may be possible, and I would really stand by that. He was really persecuted early on. Later, more mainstream bought into his theories. And like I said, some of them are really bizarre, and you go, yeah, I don't freaking think so. But some of them are viable enough that you walk away with an open mind. And again, that's all I ask you to do: walk away with an open mind, learn something new. So, all right, what's next? And that was 2000. Oh, nobody got that. Sorry. Oh, bummer.
I
Bummer.
know. How about urban legends for 1,000?
And Carrie has just canceled her New Orleans trip because of the Axeman. So between the
Oh,
Axeman and the Bunny Man, which she didn't really have one, I'm not joking. So credited with being one of the first internet urban legends, this got wildly out of control when two preteen girls committed a horrific crime to appease him.
okay. I believe it's Slender Man or Thin Slender Man, I think.
Yeah, it's Slender Man. I
Oh,
did a whole show on him. I thought I was doing a show on Slender Man, and my research led me to a show on really internet urban mysteries and or urban legends and how Slender Man happened because of kids unchecked on the internet. It's the only reason why it happened. And that was the real horror behind that urban legend, I can tell you that. So I recommend that you go back and watch my live stream on the Slender Man and urban legends. So back to the board. So all right, we've just got a few left. So it's going to be paranormal potpourri, but what is your number choice? What is your point choice?
all right. I'll try 1,000 for paranormal potpourri.
So that what happened to I'll be conservative.
It's near the end. I'm going for the jugular, but I'm probably. Uh-oh.
This
This is a
this
question for
term,
Sybil.
we're gazing into a mirror or a crystal ball to receive messages, guidance, prophecy,
Oh man.
revelation, or inspiration.
Oh boy. So it would be Mira scrying, or I guess scrying. I don't know. And there
That's
she
right.
is.
And there's Sybil, the beautiful Sybil, with her crystal ball dressed in Jennifer's fake AI pink.
I know. I
Sparkles.
like my jacket, by the way. I need one of those.
But yeah,
I know. I was like, is that a Halloween costume that you had?
Well, now there's two answers left on the board, and when we wrap this up, I do have a final Jeopardy for us. So go ahead. And we've been going for an hour, so my butt's getting sore from my new chair. I'm gonna have to put a pillow in this next week. But go ahead. Let's see. Who did somebody answer that? I don't even know.
Oh, I had that one. This
Okay.
scrying.
Okay, Sue. 600 or 800?
I'll be conservative now. 600.
Oh, it is. These are used to reveal the location of water or another target material or to assist with spirit communication. And their use dates back to the 16th century. So these have been around a really long time.
So that would be dowsing rods.
You are 100% correct, Sue. Very good. All right, and that brings us to our very last answer on the board, and this one goes to Sue, and it's Paranormal Potpourri for 800. Good job, you guys. So Nathan's got this score on there, and this is the last question for 800. So Sue's got 8,800, and Sybil's got 3,300. Okay.
Oh,
The name of the
okay.
band driven by those crazy kids in Scooby-Doo.
I believe it's the Mystery Machine. Woohoo!
Yep, you
We
got it. You
we
got it.
need one of those.
We do, don't we? We do. I should have photoshopped all of
Yeah.
us in there, oh, hanging out, being out of it, right? And driving away. Just when I need one more project to do, right? Um, so all right, so that's going to add. What's that going to add? 800 to that. So Sue, actually, that puts you at 800, 9,600, and Sybil has 3,300. So really good job, you guys. Now, I hope you enjoyed the questions, and like I always like to say, nobody can answer all of
Yeah,
them.
they were really cool.
Everybody can answer some of them. So now I'm gonna stop sharing my screen here. Bear with me. Hi, everybody. Hi. Good job, everybody. Now I'm over here. Now I gotta hit escape. Hold on. I get out of that. And hope to God I can find Final Jeopardy, and let's see. Yep, I'm going to be able to find it. I do apologize for this delay. Here it is. Let me share my screen. I do apologize for this delay, but it's only a second. And then I jump over here and I share my screen and I share my screen. And I'm going to pick my window. And this is the category for your final wager. So I'm going to give you the category and then you'll each make your wager, okay? And these are your scores. You're going to make those wagers off of that. So, all right, category for your final wager is how it got its name. So, and it's definitely related to something spooky, paranormal, mysterious, macabre. So please, ladies, make your wagers from your scores that you see on the board. Sue with 10,200 and Sybil with 3,300. And let me know when you're ready for the question.
I think I can only double mine anyways, right?
You can bet as many points as you want, Sybil. But yes, I guess you're right. You can
It's
only
not going to
bet
matter
up to
anyway.
3,300. That's very
Yeah.
true. Because you know what, I have plenty of both of these, so really you guys can both have either one, whichever one you want. Okay, so all right, how it got its name. Are you ready for the question?
Yep.
In 1924, 2 years after this widowed heiress to a gun fortune died, Harry Houdini visited the house and gave it this name. So take your time and think about it, and you both can jot it. You can jot it down, right? You got a pen, and paper, yeah, because you just wrote your bets down, right?
Yep.
So so yeah, so in 1924, 2 years after this widowed heiress died, Harry Houdini visited the house and gave it this name. Are you guys ready to give this a shot? Do you both have your answers written down?
Okay.
Okay, and Sybil,
Yes.
since you had the lower score, you get to answer this first. What is your answer?
Do you want me to show it to you or like show it on the
Honestly,
screen or just say it?
if I trust anybody, I trust you guys. So you can just say it, and I'll believe that's what
Okay.
either one of you have written down. And if anybody else doesn't trust you, I don't care. I trust them. So go ahead. What is your guess?
All right. So I did the Winchester Mystery House for 300.
That is correct. That is correct. So that brings you up to 3,600. Sue, what was your answer?
I had the Winchester Mystery House for 3,000.
For 3,000. So that brings, somebody do the math quick. 3,600 to, and Sue had 13,200. So that means, let me stop sharing
So
my
you can make out a check to Sue Jacobucci for 13. No, I'm okay.
yeah, for 13,200 points.
I'll
And
put a down
no
payment
more.
on the mystery machine.
So there you go. So, well, Sue, like we said, you really do get your choice of horror or pink. I'll be seeing you soon, so I'll bring both of them
Ooh,
hand delivered. You know me, hand delivered to both of you.
I don't know. So
You just
maybe
think,
I'll go with the pink.
okay.
The
I was
pink
gonna say
theme.
you could think about it if you wanted to. If you change your mind, let me know. Both. So, Sybil, are you all right with the horror one, or would you like a pink one too? Take your time and think about it. You have a
Sure.
week to let me know. You guys have a week to let me know. Okay. So listen, you guys, I want to thank you so much
Cool.
for
I've
being
never seen
awesome.
the other one. But I did predict that Sue was gonna be the winner.
Did you
She's
predict
a
a
psychic.
landslide?
No.
It was a landslide. Um, which is funny because Sybil, you started out incredible.
I
I was
know.
like, oh man, if she gets,
I
what
didn't
if she
think I
gets
was going to
everyone
play.
right? Yeah. So I thought it was a pretty good matchup. But also think about this for your for the strategy, and this just occurred to me tonight, right? So Sybil answered a lot of questions, but Sybil picked 200, 400, 200, 400, 200, 400, so that by the time that Sue was able to get on the board, what was available? 6, 8,
6 and 8.
and higher up. So that's just interesting strategy.
Yeah.
That Sybil, I mean, if we were to just keep track of who answered how many questions, and probably a decent matchup, really. So maybe we have to rethink our scoring strategy. I'm more than open-minded to do that. I can do anything I want with this template. That's the exciting thing. The very last thing I want to do is change that kind of Jeopardy thing behind all the answers, when all the answers are cleared. But again, you guys were just so awesome. Thank you so much
Yeah, this
for
was a lot of fun.
Thank you. This was
and
fun.
so I'm going to sign you guys off, and then I'm going to do my sign offs. And thank you guys so much. And I will talk to you both very, very soon. Okay.
Yay.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
And
Thanks
thank
for
you.
watching.
Thanks for bearing with the,
Yeah, thank
the
you.
technical difficulties. Bye, guys.
Bye.
So, wow, you guys, I'm looking at all the comments. Let's see if I can get them up on the board. Check out the comments. Looks like everybody loved the show. Gina said great game. And everybody said thank you. And Dan said great game. And Reverend Mark, my #1 fan, said great show. You guys were really, really good contestants, and I really appreciate everybody's time for watching. And you know me, I like to wrap it up in about an hour, and we've been going for a little over an hour now. So I'll let you all get on with your Sunday. Thank you so much for watching this week's episode of Spooky Trivia. There will be more episodes of Spooky Trivia to follow. I got some great matchups coming up, some great questions coming up. And also, there's also going to be more things. watching that through. If anybody wants to put their fest or their show or their page out there, let me know, and I'll be happy to run it through on that. But also, I'm not sure what I've got going on for live streaming next week, but please, please, please tune in August 1st at 5:30. I have Dylan Breslin as a special guest. Sue, you met him. Dylan Breslin as a special guest. This guy has got some hair-raising tales of growing up in kind of Plymouth / Manomet / Indian Hill neighborhood. Absolutely hair-raising tales. You do not want to miss this. Saturday, August 1st at 5:30. Like I said, I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing for live streaming next week. Maybe another paranormal trivia. I'll keep you posted. But do absolutely be here on August 1st. So listen, guys, on that note, I'm ready to get another cup of coffee. I'm ready for a snack, ready to get on with my Sunday. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and I can't wait to see you all again very, very soon. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Let's see. Play my outro.